As I promised to have a separate video for nature of problem um, and degree of responsibility, I've decided to also add nature of training or experience, so as to have a holistic answer, which is tying up. So for nature of training or experience, as they will show on the application form for engineering technologies, they want you to put only between 20 and 30 words. Now the question becomes, what does one put which will satisfy answering the question, nature of training or experience? Here I've put a few of the key words which you can use, which are gathered from the fact that this report is an engineering report, and you can only cover phases or engineering related phases of which you can be in a conceptualization phase, you can be designing and analyzing, you can be writing specification, you could be in a tendering process and also adjudicating the tender process. You could be manufacturing, you could be running a project, you could be commissioning, you could be working on a maintenance plant, you could be doing measurements and testing or planning at any level. It could be at a complex level for an engineer. It can be at a broadly based level for engineering technologists. It can be at a defined level for a technician. Now, moving over to the crux of the matter. Nature of problems addressed in this period, method of analysis, developing solution, and evaluation. You will notice on the engineering technologist form, they want you to put between 120 and 150 words. On the engineer's application form, they have not specified exactly how many words, but they've given still the maximum of 2,000 words that you must put. So as an engineer, you'll figure it out. And then as a technician, they've put again 120 to 150 words. And then for a certificated engineer, they are saying 200 words per report. So again, you will figure out how to break it down. Now, those are the words that you must respect. And if you don't respect, ECSA will throw your report out. Now, here's an important part. This question of nature of problem, addressing this period, method of analysis, developing solution and evaluation. You need to break this question into two parts. This is crucial. You need to break this question into two parts. You need to first define the problem by asking the question, what was the problem during that training or experience? Listen to that carefully. You need to bring out what was the problem, not give ECSA a solution report. If you just go there and you write a solution, ECSA is going to disqualify you because they want you to show them the problems that you were solving. It could be while you were designing and analyzing. What problems did you pick up while you were designing? It can be while you were maintaining a plant. What problems did you pick up on the plant? While you were commissioning, what problems did you pick up? And now, number two, you're answering the question how you solve those problems. And this is crucial, ladies and gentlemen. ECSA wants you to answer that question in these two parts. They want you to identify the problem and show them how you solve the problem. Now, this is how they want you to show. They want you to show by using methods of analysis, developing solution, and evaluation. So for the second part, you need to describe the methods you used to analyze. And this can be anything from an analytical method, numerical method, or experimental method. Where if it's an analytical, try and bring out those calculations, that mathematics and science. Make sure that ECSA is able to see the mathematics and the science. Mention those textbooks that you were using. Mention those standards. Don't shy away from mentioning those standards that you're using. If you are welding, you must mention those AWD standard, the American welding standard, sorry, AWS standard. You need to bring out all these things that, all these tools that you are using to solve your problems. If it's numerical methods, you need to mention those softwares that you are using. Maybe you're doing finite element analysis for us, mechanical. You need to mention those softwares. Maybe you're doing using other softwares for other disciplines like electrical and for civil engineering that I don't know. You need to bring out those numerical methods that you are using. Let ECSA know. They want you to know, how did you solve these problems? And if it's experimental, you need to show them how you did your test. Did you use a method called acceptance test procedure? How did you test? Show ECSA how you did all these things. And that's what they want. So here I've also just shown you examples of this is basic examples of what I mean by analytical, numerical and experimental methods. And lastly, I've mentioned degree of responsibility. And this is a very important aspect of this TER or TEO report that you will be filling. You need to tick the appropriate degree of responsibility. Let's say, for example, you were doing work which you were being supervised. It will be one of, I don't know exactly which degree, but it will not be E, because level E is where you're doing work and you're not being supervised. So you're performing work and you're performing that work alone. So make sure that you are able to bring out exactly what responsibility, what degree of responsibility you are having. And make sure that ECSA can see that you grew from the point when you were a candidate, or after you graduated from your university, to today when you want to register as a professional. Bring out those different degrees of responsibilities. Let the different periods of your report show different degrees of responsibility. You cannot have all your reports showing level E. Yes, it's possible, but that is not going to show ECSA how you grew. That will just be showing ECSA that when you started off at the highest level, and that's not usually the case. Yeah, you're gradually being exposed to the amount of work that you do. So this for me closes this part that I wanted to cover as an additional video. Thank you for listening to me.